I'm just grooving because we are 1 point off top of the league. Yes, Grimsby Town! 1 point off top of the Premiership. Hey guys, and welcome back to episode number 5 now of season number 8 of the Grimsby Town FIFA 21 Grimsby to Glory save. And yes, if you haven't seen the last one, I've already spoilt it, haven't I? We are literally 1 point off top spot. It's literally just hitting me whilst I've started this video more than it did in the last one. I am so excited for this, so if you haven't already, click the like button and subscribe to the channel as we are going towards 2K, hopefully maybe before July. That's the aim that I'm going to put on it, as we should maybe sneak 6 games in today. I don't know, as we have West Brom first, probably a simulated one, LASK the same. Then we're going to play Watford, Chelsea. Might play LASK in the second one if we don't do well in the first, but if not, I'll simulate that one again and then go on to Liverpool away at Anfield. I can't wait for that one. So we're going to jump straight into today. We've got scout reports coming back. Many of you might know that youth player who I am scouting right there, as Chelsea and Manchester City are now 4 points behind us each. It's going to take, I think, yes, 7 points to actually drop out of the top 4. So we are on for Champions League football. It's going to take a bottle, of course, which I know we're capable of in seasons, don't get me wrong, but with the way we've started this, it only looks like it's going to be a good season. And we actually have had a little bit of a break before this because we are in an international break, so I'm giving the players a couple of days off trainers. I hope no one gets injured. I know Kieran Dowell and Harper have been away. We've got a loan offer here for Galloway. Now, I've had rethinks about this guy, and I did reject one right there, but I want to, if I am going to loan him out, get him on a short-term loan. If someone agrees for that, I am all for it. Then we'll get him at the start of next year. I think it is a little bit of a smart move, as yes, no one is injured after that. Everyone's unscathed, so that is perfect going into West Brom. I think we've had a player just back right there. I think we should have, is it Brandon Pope who was injured? Yes, it is. He's only got the little armband, so he's straight onto that bench for, unfortunately, Doyle, who's going to drop off, as Henderson is in goal for the next game. Francis, Rodon, Fry and Kelly at the back, with Cantwell, Vencedor, Chalobah and Brooks in the midfield, with Dowell in front of them and Harper up front on his own. Hopefully that's good enough to beat West Brom, as I don't know if teams have played before us as well. Maybe it could be a good sign if they have, as yes, Spurs have played and I think they've drawn the game. Yes, they have. So if we win this game against West Brom, we will be top of the Premier League. Oh my days, we've got the chance to go 1 point in front. Don't let this flop. I actually want to play this game now, but I aren't gonna. These are in 17th. I've got to stick to getting through this season as quick as possible, as they've got Mark Gehi at the back as well. Done very well to sign him. 5-4-1 formation. They're going defensive, as don't bottle it, boys. Let's take this chance with all that we can, as we do. Brooks with a goal. Vencedor with a double. What a player he has been, as we are beating everyone in the pile now, and we are top of the league. Okay, caught me a bit off guard, that. Getting a player back. Amazing. Brandon Pope, of course, he didn't start, but that is amazing. Then, of course, getting the win and going top of the league is amazing. And then we've got youth scout reports coming through for the first time this season. Perfect. And it's on to LASK next, who are top of our league, but I am going to simulate one of these games today. And should it be the first one or second one? I don't know. I think I might play the away one, so if this is the away leg, we might go for it, as they have agreed a short-term loan as well for Shane Galloway. He will go to Vitória Guimarães, and it is in fact away from home, this first one, but I am going to opt for a simulation. If we're top of the league by a point, we have to put the Premier League first, right? Don't we? As Evans is going to be in goal. Powell, Galloway, Chalobah is going to fit in at centre-back, because I think Brandon Pope's going to play the next Prem game, unfortunately for Trevor, with Jackson at the back as well. Got Barry Leach, McMillan, Doyle and Smith, which I think is very strong, with the Mecha and Balogun. So yeah, a big improvement on the last youth squad that we played. McNamee's unfortunately come out, as well as Lewis, who got the red card against Sporting Lisbon, as we do need a win here right as well. So please, don't do us wrong. I don't know what formation they're going to play. They are top of the group, deservedly so, beating Sporting and Mould, so it isn't going to be a challenge, but they are playing 3 at the back. Can Balogun do well against that? Hopefully he can in attack, as don't be anything but a win, please, as we've actually lost the game. Syracuse with the goal for LASK, and I probably should have played that one now. It's putting in a bit of danger. It actually depends now on what Sporting Lisbon have done, as yes, the Premier League looks glorious. I don't need to see that again until after the Watford game though, as I want to see what's happening with the Europa League. I wanted to put my focus into this year, but of course the Premier League is very important, as we have third in the group now on goal difference. Oh dearie me, Sporting Lisbon take the jump above us. Mulder still not picking up any points, so we've got to actually step his game up. The squad we have probably need to be doing better and probably need to put more first teamers in the team. And yeah, that wasn't a very good result, but at least we've got a fit team for the most important game. We keep playing on Sundays as well, so teams have also played like before us, so we can see how the results go. As Watford are in 19th as well, we are going to play this one though. And Spurs have drawn again, or have they lost? I think they have drawn, as we can actually go top spot. We can go top spot. We can go on 27 points and 3 clear of Tottenham Hotspur. And how many clear would that be of Man City? 6 clear. Oh my days. What a season this could be already. As I am going with the first team squad, you can see it, well, just a bit behind my head. It's only Pope that's come in for the other injured player in Chalobah, who, yeah, picked up a knock against LASK, and I think he was coming out anyway, wasn't he? So, Watford. Let's take a bigger lead in this Prem. And it's at Vicarage Road as well, so it might be a bit of a challenge against the 19th place side with Dalberg in goal, Kappa, Calete, Carr, Caldrada and Pena. That's a decent defence, with Malejo, Hughes, Kaskin and Joe Linton, with Wamachuk and Barrow up front. I don't think that's weak, really. I don't think they should be in the bottom couple. Yes, it's not a top half finishing team like they probably had last year with the addition of Harper, but still. Yeah, I don't think they should be down there. Probably poor management. Don't want to get found out for like slagging them off though, as I don't know who it would be at Watford. They just switch and change, don't they? As Harper now with the ball onto Dowell. He's got the ball straight through, and could we take an early lead? It's Harper, and it is against his former club 3 minutes in, and we want to be top of the league. The team is proving. Great finish. As easy and calm as you like. Dowell with just a weird touch around Calede Carr, who just doesn't keep up. Or it might be Calderda, but I don't care because Harper has just volleyed in at the back post past Dalberg. And yeah, Watford just don't look like the coach properly. Can't even keep the ball off us. And Molejo here with a throw-in. He is an ex-Atletico Madrid winger, if I'm not wrong. I know he has a low rating, so probably a reason why they're down there. As Vencedor now running with the ball. The Spaniard who's been brilliant here as he gives a good ball out to Brooks. We've got the men running in the middle as well. Dowell at the back post. Harper at the front. Going to opt for Dowell. And it's just a whisker wide. He's had 2 chances like that in recent games for a header, but just missing. We've got to try and make sure we get it right next time. Dowell with a spin away into Pope. Now onto Vencedor. Get this round the corner. Into Dowell. We've got a chance here. Right, back heel that to Cantwell. He has received the ball well with a cross into the box nearer to Harper. A man running into that and goes to the ground as Harper is holding his leg as well. I don't like the look of that. Not at all. Our main striker looks like he's staying down. Out of all the players that we could get injured, as it could even lead to a goal for Watford right here. It's Yarmachuk facing the wrong way into Rasputin. Round the corner into Barrow now, who's looking for a chance. Tries to get one open, but Rodon with a tackle. And yet, the game has been stopped right here as Harper stays on the deck. This is the worst thing that could have possibly happened in this game. It's our best player in a big game. And don't do that glitch where I need to take Pope off. It's done, the glitch. When I take one off, I've got to take them both off. I just don't get it. I don't know why EA have put it in the game this year. So Chalobah's going to have to come on for Pope, because apparently he's had enough. So that's 2 substitutions down in one goers. I think Will Hughes were trying to play that on the ground, so it might have took a deflection back to him. Very cheeky, as Balogun's kind of done it in the Europa League as well, so I've got faith in him a little bit, but not as much as I would in Harper, as we need to make it 2 before they actually start attacking. It's Chalobah straight off the bench and blocked for a goal kick. And Unai Vencedor spreading the ball out to Cantwell as well. We look like we've got better since his main striker's gone off. And that doesn't make much sense as Chalobah round the corner. Dowell with a good run of Unai, and oh, he's drilled it at the keeper. That really needed to go in if we were going to take that 2-0 lead, but he has missed it. Ball into the box as well as Lloyd Kelly can't win his header. 1 before half-time would just really suit us. So let's try and make it happen. It's Dale Fry caught forward Now into Kieran Dowell. Dowell's looking for a way to go, but he's going to give it into Balogun instead. Round the corner into Unai, who gets a second chance and doesn't mess up this time. It's Unai Vencedor who puts it in the bottom corner to finally make it 2-0. Great stuff, great stuff. Just catches them off guard, I think. Look, Unai makes the run around Balogun really superbly and drilled into the bottom corner past Dalberg. Get in. Hopefully that might be enough, as we are still going to keep on attacking though. It's Todd Cantwell. I've got one before half-time. Could two be even better? Balogun does well to keep the ball there. The defenders can't glue to it when they have it facing their own goal, as we almost tackled them and scored from it again. But Dowell's whipping a corner. That looks like a better one for Kelly. Off a hand? No, it isn't. However, there is one off a hand right here. It's Brooks who hit it at someone, and Todd Cantwell standing over this free kick. It looks like Vencedor has good free kicks as well as finishers inside the box. So can he try and fit this over the wall? Not much power, but we haven't scored a free kick yet. And we still aren't gonna. And at the half-time whistle, it is 2-0 to us. A very good half right there, and great goal to get just before half-time. 0 shots from Watford. I did not expect to be seeing that stat. I thought they'd had more than that, but apparently not. And we're going to try and kick on and get more in the second half. And David Brooks on a counter-attack here. Watford look a bit more structured in this second half, especially at the back. Although we're going to still try to break them down. That's a great back heel. And Vencedor could have two. He's going to cut back, go for a goal across the keeper. And we take a 3-0 lead straight away in this second half. Unai has 2 goals in each of his last 2 games. That is 4 in 2. Brilliant return from a CDM. Generational talent. I mean, he is in his prime. Like I said when we signed him, only 79 rated is a crime as well. As look at that. Just steps it back. A bit of movement with the feet. Slick movement, may I add, as he just passes that straight past Dalberg into the bottom corner. And Alejandro Frances gives the ball on to Brooks right here. We could have another one, you know. Watford look to go all out now as it's 3-0, and it could even cost them more. Brooks hasn't scored in a while, and I tried to cut inside to get him one, but the defender does block it. Our 501st corner of the game, I've got to say, as this one finds Kelly, but is just wide. And you can tell they're definitely attacking right now as Musa Barrow, I think it's Musa Barrow, gets the ball. Good cut away, but Dino wants a clean sheet in this game, as I don't doubt him, because he's made a great save right there. As Raskin gets it round to Barrow again, though, at the left-hand side of the box, as it's through the middle to Joe Linton. Dodgy defending, but it is cleared away, and it's going to be the first corner of the game to Watford. I think that might be the first shot that they've had as well, as Joe Linton does come off. Vallejo to whip it in. And that just sums up the game, really. No attacking threat. As Todd Cantwell's even going to try and take this corner away. And oh my days, the defenders jumped in a little bit there, Kappa, as they've got a bit of a run on here. Todd Cantwell's still going to try and cut in with a decent bit of skill and keep the ball away for the second time. As Vencedor's on a hat-trick, but he's going to pass it into Balogun with a stupid little pass. But it doesn't matter as Dalberg, what are you doing, mate? Dalberg. You're going to have words with yourself. Chalobah just to smartly dink it over the keeper. After coming off the bench, he's really proved himself to do well. Even that he isn't fit as well, because of course playing the Europa League game stuck a toll on him, but that is just sublime. Just, oh my days. And I'll definitely take a 4-0 win, as Vallejo looks like he's got a bit more central now, and Barrow on the wing. They don't have a frigging clue, do they? As now it's Brooks with the ball. He's got Dowell making a run. He's yet to score in this game, and he scored in the rest of them. As is it a 5-star? It is. It's 5 to Grimsby, away from home at 19th place Watford. And I'm shocked these aren't rock bottom. Absolutely woeful. I haven't played Reading. Of course, I simulated them, but these have just been terrible. Trash. Rubbish. Effing shit. And there is 3 minutes of added time. There isn't such thing as a 6-star, but could we get a 6th goal, as that's almost through to Balogun. Defender actually reads it for once, as we have got a 5-0 win. But more importantly than goal difference, a 3-point gap at the top of the Premier League in our 3rd season there. And of course we know one thing that isn't quite as positive that's come out of that result, and of course it is the player injury that we received. But then again, top of the league, as William Harper is out for 2 months with a broken metatarsal injury. I don't even know if I've said that right. You can tell I didn't study biology or PE really well. More of a media guy, as you might be able to tell us. Yeah, we're going to go into Chelsea next. This is a big game, as I mean, if we lose, we might still be joint top of the league, but it isn't going to be good for us, as we're going to make a change to Harper coming out of the team, as Dino is in goal, Francis, Rodon, Fry, and Kelly with Cantwell, Vencedor, brilliant player, Pope, hopefully doesn't moan to come off, and Brooks at the right-hand side of midfield with Dowell in Cam, and Balogun, you are trusted. Phone's going off in the background as well. Go! Away! As let's get into it. And to get a win against these is going to be something short of a miracle. You know I don't do well against Chelsea, as the graphic isn't actually showing up. It's supposed to show up after they come out in lines, isn't it? But Chelsea team not being shown, as it should be right here. But for some reason, there's no graphic in front of me at all. I'm going to have to look the team up. As here it is, Strakoschka in goal. Quite common on career mode. Emmerson, Varane, Lenglet, and Mendy. That is a sweaty defence with Loftus-Cheek and CDM, Havertz and Maddison. So they've got three cams in the midfield with Lozano, Cunha, and Pulisic. I don't know who Cunha is. Maybe he's one of them players who has like a first name better known than the second. And I, of course, can't see his first name. As we'll just have to play with our team and hope for the best. It's going to be a huge one if we get the win, but yeah, we've just got to fight. And it's Brandon Pope with the ball out to Brooks as well. 5 minutes, we've actually kept the ball. Oh my days, we've actually kept the ball. As we've got the ball over to Pope right here. Pope with a chance to cross it. Balogun's behind. Oh, he swung for it and it's come off the littlest bit of the defender's head to stop it going through. Actually a big chance at the start of the game there, but we've got to keep on fighting on as Pope just decides, nah, we'll give the ball away, as now it's Cunha with a bit of a skip away. Gives it to Chucky Lozano on the wing. Slid in there. Probably shouldn't have done with Kelly. So Dale Fry comes across. It's in the middle to Cunha. And Chelsea pounds first. Of course, I can never, ever do well against the Blues. They're just a magical team. It's Marcos Acuna, of course it is. I think he's at Leipzig in real life, or Union Berlin, as it's a great ball into the middle and past Dino at his near post, which isn't very cracking, but still, we've got time to come back. Not good, of course, if Spurs have won, as Balogun turns out right there, gives it into Kieran Dowell, who skips away from Brandon Pope, who's in his way a little bit, and we do get a ball out to Brooks, who's just give it to Loftus-Cheek. We've got a fight on his hands. As it's now Marcos Acuna in the middle as well. Chips a ball over to Kai Havertz, who keeps it in at the near post. Back to Cunha, who spins out. Gives it to Lozano. As we finally get a tackle in as well. I am doing well, I think. I mean, Chelsea, of course, we usually get hammered by. So to be 1-0 at this point is an improvement. They have been all over our box. And I fully expect it to be 1-0 before half-time. Although, can we try and do something here? It's Balogun with a spin out wide a little bit. Ferland Mendy on his back, but can't get there. Florian Balogun cuts in a bit, but Varane. I hate playing against him, as it's going to be Cantwell to whip a ball in as well. Not a good one. Probably need to take my time more a bit with corners, as it's on to Vencedor. Can we try and nick a goal before half-time? It's Balogun with a run around him there, but Pope's just messed up with that pass completely. And at half-time, it is 1-0 to Chelsea. I mean, we haven't been in the game, so for 1-0, I think it's quite good. Not good, of course, being top of the league by 3 points, and Tottenham probably winning somewhere else and going to be overtaking us on goal difference after the Man City game that we had. And yeah, it's not good in the league, but a good performance. So hopefully something can change for us, as Kai Havertz running through the middle. It's a great little interception from Rodon, who's calmed down with his cards a lot, as that's a good ball out to Lozano. Slides into, blocks it across the box. And I think Dino should be diving correctly for that one. It is 2-0 now to Chelsea straight away at the start of the second half. And is that Hakim Ziyech off the bench? I don't know, because he's just running towards his goal. It's a great ball. I just tried everything in my might to get my body in front of it. And I think I did for the most of it, but it's just tapped in. It's James Maddison. How have I confused him for Ziyech? But yeah, Dino, just don't go forward. Stick your hand out. And I think it's a long way home from here now, as well, as Cunha has the ball through as well, and it's over, Dino. It's 3. When we get beat, we get humbled. It's as simple as that, as I think it's going to be our second defeat of the season right here to a very good Chelsea team. I actually can wait before Manchester City again, and Spurs. That's going to be a huge game, as yes, another goal. And Christian Pulisic with the ball right here. He's kept it in place somehow, as Chelsea looking for a fourth. They might do what we did to Watford. Oh, I shouldn't have got cocky in that one, as it's Take Kubo on the field. hate playing against him. And the big man's on now. First time we've seen him this season, Kalajic, as that's a good ball behind into Todd Cantwell. Now on to Kieran Dowell, as there's a ball in the middle there. It's a good one as well, as we have got one back. Vencedor, he can't stop scoring. Yep, it's one. I don't think it's enough, but we'll try and kick on as, yep, good finish. And we are going to keep going right here. It's Brandon Pope across to Vencedor right now, into Todd Cantwell. Cantwell with a bit of a run on into space if he can get past the men right here, but he doesn't even opt to do so. It's still him on the ball as he's give it into Brandon Pope. Now on to Kelly, and if a miracle would have took that in, we might have had a comeback. And Francis right here with the ball into Vencedor. Get this out wide. It looks like a pretty decent one. Dan Smith with a great touch. He's going to try and run. Can we get another one right here? I mean, it would be good. I don't think a comeback's on, of course, with the time. As, yeah, that hasn't gone in, and it's cleared from Varane into Loftus-Cheek up the field. And there is our second L of the season. It's 3-1 to Chelsea at Blundell Park. And, of course, I'm not that disappointed. Chelsea are a great team, but with the position we're in, I think we could have done a little bit better in the second half. So yeah, not the best of results, as I need to actually check how the others went on. I'm guessing Tottenham are going to go top again and us down to second, as it's Liverpool up next in the Premier League. But then again, we need to play a strongest team and actually play this game now against LASK, because we're struggling in the Europa League. These fixtures might have actually been kind to us to start off with, and now we're getting into a bit of the rough stuff as it's Liverpool. Then we've got a bit of an easier month, to be fair, Sheffield United and Fulham. But then next month, we've got Tottenham, Man United twice, Everton twice. That is going to be rough. But I am going to check the Premier League table right now. We are still top of the league. Manchester City are now closest to us on goal difference. Spurs must have lost a game, and City must have won a game to up them from 21 points. Chelsea have got on level points with them, so if we lose and every other team wins and we lose heavily, we could drop down to 4th. Manchester United, of course, can't catch up with a couple of games, actually. I think they are 8 points behind us, so top 4 looks very much on if we can keep a little bit more consistent than we have been. It's no draws that are doing us well. But of course, like I just said beforehand, we need to try and switch our focus to this competition. We need to try and get through as badly as possible now, because we haven't given ourselves the best as chance so far. As Galloway is going to come out, I'm going to put more faith in Lewis, and I'm actually going to take Nemecha fully out, keep McNamee on the bench, and I'm going to play Kieran Dowell because I want my best player to score even more for us, as Evans is in the goal. Powell, Lewis, Chalobah and Jackson at the back, with Barry Leach, McMillan, Doyle and Smith, which I can't select, there we go, and Dowell in camp with Balogun up front. Yes, I'll actually go for that. Was considering Kalajic, but need Balogun to try and pick his feet up a bit more in this competition, so that when he goes back into the Prem as the starting striker for 2 months, he can actually score a goal. And the LASK team not being shown to me, so let's have a look how they line up. It's Semper, Shebeko, Amira, Andrade, Polosia, Mashawal, Madsen, Owonkwo, Gruber, Sirius and Balik. Never heard of them, but of course they've beaten us once before. So here we go. A result like we did against Mould, please, where we just mauled them 7-1. Would be really appreciated. These have won every single game so far though, so won't be easy to the newcomers in the Europa League, of course, in us. But if Man United can beat these 5-0 in real life, I've got faith. Powell right here with a good bit of the ball to keep hold of it. Into Smith right now. Onto Tommy Doyle as it's chipped over the top as well. Back to Smith. We've got a man in the middle. These have got 3 at the back, which we've got to try and take advantage of, as that's terrible from Dan Smith. Definitely not grown as much as I would have liked him to. As Grubier with the ball right here into Madsen round the corner. And they could have a goal right here. Olawonku with a big chance straight away. But Owen Evans with a great stop. So yeah, LASK are not a team to just lie down and try and take the mick against, as that is a good ball though. Balogun, maybe we could if we get a goal here and we get the floodgates open, as Dan Smith, of course it wasn't going to fall for him. And Macmillan here with the ball, gives it into Tommy Doyle. I don't know why, but Balogun just seems to have dropped off a lot for us recently since Harper came in. Maybe it's a confidence thing, as Barry Leach now making a run and it doesn't go to him. Locks on to Balogun in a bad position. And Shibush with the ball there. Mitrola tackled back to Balish, and now Amarera, as they've got a player down. These names are just doing my head in as well. I am just terrible with them, as we almost got a tackle in right there. Balik though with the ball again, keeping off Powell. A great turn on him to Mishorel, as Chalobah does win a throw-in. And Balik with the ball again. Great tackle, though, from Lewis as it's given straight back to him, though. Machoro now onto Sirius as we've got a great tackle from Chalobah right there. And can we get on the counter straight away? They've got 3 at the back, but to be fair, they've done superbly well to keep Balogun out so far, as this is going out to Barry Leach, though. Put that first time ball in. Balogun diving header, and he scored there. It's a great header from Florian, and hopefully that is a confidence boost for the youngster. Great one. He's dived straight onto that one and just plumped that into the back of the net, straight over the keeper. Barry Leach, though, takes a lot of credit. Beautiful whip in, and we lead the team that we usually don't lead ourselves, as Balogun's going to keep it off of that man right there. Into Dan Smith, now onto Dal round the corner. McMillan, that's got to be a foul, hasn't it, as he's got injured. And that is a shame, as he's done really well for us so far in the Europa League. And McNamee's come on for him. Dal's dropped back into centre mid. I thought I'd just try him out there instead of putting Chalobah forward and a big defender on, which of course we want to keep for the Premier League. As yes, second half, and we hold on to a very slim 1-0 lead. And hopefully we can keep hold of it, as Barry Leach now has a run around him of Jackson. Jackson with a good run here. This left back can put a ball in as well as Barry Leach, as it's looking for Balogun right there, but a good tackle from Amara, who's been superb in this game so far. LASK, a lot of credit goes to him. But of course, when I play against them, I bring the A-gamers. Now it's Dan Smith in the middle to McNamee, who's just come off the bench. Into Kieran Dal. Balogun, make that run. That rhymes, but he just isn't as quick as William Harper. And it's Damien McNamee into Balogun right here, as he's making a good run as the youth player. That is a great run and a great touch. You know what? We could score from this. It's a back heel into Dal, and we take a 2-0 lead straight away, really, in the second half. Nothing much has happened, although about 15 minutes has passed, as yes, great finish from Captain Kieran to make it 10 goals already in the Europa League. Yes, it is insane, as it's really good work from the youth player as well, the cam who's come on for him, and he proves he can do it in CDM. It's brilliant stuff, as Grubier, though, has a ball right here. Jackson tries to slide in, and I thought that was a foul on us, maybe, because he did slide a bit weirdly, but no, it's been given as a free kick. Maybe handball or something, because there was no card, as that is a great hit. And like most free kicks in this game, they either go in or hit the woodwork for the other team. As Doyle, can he get this ball away? He can. And that's a good job he does, as Barry Leach is going to try and run away, but Owanku fighting for it back. As I think with the time on the clock right now, it is win wrapped up, done and dusted, as Barry Leach right now with a cross to the back post. It's a good one. Smith has been terrible this game, I've got to say. Hasn't reached the heights, of course, that I hoped he would have, but that's a good passing to Tommy Doyle, who's going to try and go the whole way, or should I say Kieran Dowell. How can I get them two confused, as Chalobah wins his header as well. We're going to fight for one more, just for a bit of goal difference, as Balogun stays onside somehow and gets in front of his man, but terrible last minute touch to give too much of the ball to the defender. And now Madsen with a big cruncher from Tommy Doyle onto Balogun again. Can we get this last minute goal, as McNamee cuts it into Tommy Doyle, and he's onside? I thought it was offside. I paused for a minute right there, as yes, he celebrates in front of the LASK fans, saying, we've got revenge after last time, and it is going to be 3-0 to us, the hosts. Brilliant performance, brilliant win. Should hopefully put us above Sporting, although, of course, they play Mulder, who have got no points so far in the group, as we'll have to check after that game, but happy with that. It turns out McMillan's going to be out for 2 months as well, which, of course, no offence to the kid, isn't as big as a miss as, of course, William Harper is, but still is going to be missed, as yes, the league table after today's games looks very positive. Of course, could have been better, but I am not in the slightest going to complain. We sit top of the league ahead of Man City, Spurs and Chelsea, fighting it out to try and get above us. Man United and Arsenal just in those Europa League places, which of course we've upped ourselves in the Europa League places as of late. But Liverpool are up next. I don't see them on the league table. I am hoping they are 7th for their own sake, as yes they are, who we play next. 10 points behind us. What a difference 10 years can make, I guess. Or not even 10, it's 9 or 8. What am I talking about? It's 8 seasons in. So yeah, if this could happen in real life, I wouldn't really be upset. As unfortunately, guys, this is the end of this episode, though, right here. I've definitely enjoyed today. Hopefully you guys as well, as I don't know if we're going to stay top of the league for long. I hope so. but I don't really think so, as yes, like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss an episode in the future. As take care everyone, in a bit, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.